Good day, fellas. I hope you're ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to play with AMBT. I haven't played with this vehicle in quite some time. The last video with this vehicle was back in 2024 May, so why not to play with it and have some fun? Although it's not my favorite tank, let's put that in this way, right? Very important thing to say, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are having brand new drops. Feel free to tune in into the World of Tanks category and claim the drops. It is important thing to say. And where the tank armor goes, fellas, yeah, the tank armor is very, very weird, because pretty much what is happening, you are getting slapped below the turret and you are getting penetrated with this tank. This is the most annoying thing. But other than that, you can get some bounces and you can have some fun. Now, where the tank goes, right? For me, there is one very annoying feature of this vehicle, and the most annoying feature is the gun accuracy. I personally struggle quite a bit with this tank just because I do not trust the gun, right? And I feel like turbo is kind of mandatory, although you can potentially skip it and go ventilation, stabilizer, and improved aiming unit. But once again, in the end of the day, it very much depends what you want from your vehicle, right? It is important thing to say. So, for example, let's take a look into the accuracy. Yeah, this is a typical accuracy of this tank, fellas. This is what you are seeing right here. This is very, very typical, right? So even though you have a great burst of fire, and even though you should be able to slap the living crap out of the enemies, in the same time you just need to keep in mind that it can be rough if the gun makes a decision not to behave, right? This is the most important thing to highlight. Now, let's see how we could play this battle and how we could be annoying for the enemy team. Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at that? Very interesting. I'm not entirely sure who outspotted me, honestly. We know that Patriot is playing up here. He's sniping us pretty well. That's great. Good for him. Everything is completely fine. The question is how we could get some more use and how we would be able to punish them. Obviously, what I would love to see this T-34 turning towards that direction and trying to punish our Panther too. Or doesn't really matter who, right? But just to punish someone else instead of looking at us. Now, this is an issue, fellas. This is definitely an issue. I really do not want to get spotted here. But in the same time, I kind of want to get assisting damage from the enemies playing in this area. Ay, what a hard map, and what a hard game for this vehicle. It's okay. Relax, take it easy, we got this. We want to be smart, fellas. We want to be smart. Okay, Mr. Indian, let's take our time to pre-aim shot. Not a sniper schnitzel. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, where this vehicle goes, it is not your typical sniper schnitzel. I can promise you that. Even though it is a medium tank and you should be able to punish enemies, it's not that easy. Yeah, you see what I'm talking about. For me, if I am comparing this tank against the Progetto, right? Progetto is just so much better, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Just purely because of the gun accuracy. Although when all stars are aligned and whenever you are hitting your shots, you can pump the damage relatively quick. But you know, you need to cross your fingers, you need to dance naked in the rain, and you need to hope that everything will go into your way, which is a problem. And it is an issue. Anyways, all we want to do at this point in time is we want to wait. We want to make sure that enemies would make some silly goose mistakes. If someone is going up, we are pre-aimed and we are ready to punish them, right? That's all we care about. This is all we care about, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, make a mistake. Make a mistake. That's all we need for a full happiness. We need to be very, very patient, fellas. We need to be extremely patient. That's what we need to do. The thing is, if I am going up like this, we are in loads of troubles. We do not want to do that. Yeah, typical AMBT accuracy. Typical AMBT accuracy. Do I want to go for one more? Not really. I want to be ready to punish them if I have a chance, right? So I am... Whenever I play with this tank, I kind of have a habit of leaving the last shell just because the DPM would become awful, right? If we would fully clip enemies out. It is an important thing to say. It is very important. There are two enemy forces, or there are two enemy tanks sitting here, and one Patriot is sitting around this area as well. So we need to keep this in mind. We definitely need to keep this in mind. What is the solution of this game? How we could get more involved? I do not know. I honestly don't know. If I am taking this position, I can get farmed by the middle, and plus on top of that, Patriot would be quite a big issue for us, so I don't really want to do that, right? I do not really want to do that. Rough experience. How about if we would go just tiny touch more up here? We are using the first gear just to get into the better position. And now we can see the IS-3. Good. IS-3 in loads of trouble. What a gun, fellas. What a gun. You know, I'm not afraid to show the games like this whenever the tank is just simply not delivering, right? And I heard many opinions about AMBT. Some folks are in love with this tank. Some folks are saying, oh my bananas, AMBT is absolutely amazing and it is glorious. And for me, where AMBT goes, I would love to say yeah, the same thing, you know, because I am a big fan of auto-loaders or auto-reloaders, but this tank is just simply, it doesn't cut it for me. It just simply doesn't. This is the main issue. But it's okay. Showing the example of the game like this is not necessarily bad, is it? Meanwhile, what we want to do, we want to pre-aim for this Patriot sitting in this area. I'm going for a blind shot because I can, and I have a feeling that Patriot relocated. Okay, since Patriot relocated... No, Patriot did not relocated. Patriot did not relocated from here, that's okay. Let's try to pre-aim nicely. Good. Very, very good. And now Patriot, he knows he's in the loads of Kaku, fellas. Patriot definitely knows he's in the loads of Kaku. I have an idea. I am going to join the Emil. I am going to be joining Emil for this type of pressure and for this type of push. I think this should work relatively well. Although we are not winning this battle, we need to keep this in mind, right? We are not winning this game. At this point in time, even though we have a bit of advantage in amount of the guns where the hit points goes, we are in quite a big disadvantage, I would even say. Okay, what is the goal? The goal for us in this situation is to find a decent angle to punish this Yoch tank. This is a decent angle. Now it very much depends on gun handling. Can we punish him twice? Yes, we can. I'm not going to go for a third shell. Actually, I should have meant for a third shell. Okay, that's me problem. This is definitely me issue. Okay, now we are going on the long reload. All we need to do, we need to make sure that we are going to secure this ML1. And in the same time, we need to keep this in mind that we have some support from this Vakai, if he is paying attention, obviously. If he is paying attention, we have support. Okay, Mr. Patriot and Mr. Lorraine. Lorraine is overpeaking this, it is okay. And we are instantly slapping the Lorraine in the face. Now, if I will have a full magazine, I am able to punish this Lorraine and pretty much delete him very quickly. But for that, fellas, we need to keep in mind that we need to have a full magazine, right? That's what we need to have. Very rough game, fellas. Truly, it is a bit of the struggle. And by saying a bit of the struggle, I am being polite and I am being kind, right? On the other hand, you can kind of go the other way with this tank, and you can go full spotting build in the maps like this, but in the same time, if you thought your gun handling was awful before, then it would be even more disgusting. Very, very bad timing. It's okay. No complaints, no regrets. I am accepting this. Better luck next time, right? 3.6 thousand damage, 800 assisting damage. We can't complain about that. Let's see the score. It was a rough game, fellas. Not gonna lie. It was rough. For you, the first game was rough, but in the same time, result-wise, it was nice, okay? But accuracy, oh man, we suffered quite a bit over there. 3.6 thousand damage, 900 assisting damage. We cannot complain about this. We are first by experience. We are first by the damage. And we got 142,000 profits, although most of the profits are coming from completing the mission. But still, it was rough. I would not say it was easy peasy lemon squeezy and no effort experience. It wasn't the case, fellas. It truly wasn't. Let's keep it up. Aha! Round number 2. Step standard battle. Now maybe we could go for a more accurate build instead of going speedy. But no, I don't really think so. No, the thing is, this tank is very, very clunky. If you are leaving the turbo, you know, it feels like more heavy than the medium tank. At least this is how I feel about it. Anyways, everything is okay, everything is fine. What do we want to do? We want to play in the heavy line. Hopefully this will pay off. Now, we need to keep in mind that the standard penetration is 215, right? Which is not the finest, and the gold penetration is 278. So obviously spamming full gold with a tank is definitely a better choice, and you are becoming significantly more successful, right? I think it is very important thing to highlight overall. Very important. Okay, let's see. Can we slap the living crap out of this Shelma? This is the question. Okay, enemies are passing by. Beautiful. 360 in the face. This is exactly what we want to see. We want to see enemies doing some silly goose decisions, right? And more mistakes enemies would do, better we would feel ourselves. This is exactly what we want to see. Although, is it the best position to play? Is it the best position to play? Let's see. Can we eliminate this light tank? Light tank is eliminated. Excellent. Now we need to wait until we are going to have one more shell, and after that we are going to peek for this Patriot, right? Luckily for us, enemies are kind of clueless. At this point I will go for one more. Bad decision from my side, but that's what we have. It's okay. Let's try to relocate. And we can clearly see that our team is winning this battle. That's great. This side is kind of secured by our team. Very, very good. Also, phase 1 is trying to escape for obvious reasons, because he is feeling threatened by our lemming train. And this is extremely, extremely good situation for us. So we are getting closer ourselves, right? Look how long does it take to reload the full clip whenever you fired every and each shell. Oi, oi, fellas. Oi, oi. It's okay. Relax. Take it easy. Everything is fine. 1 second. Let's go. Beautiful shell. Absolutely amazing. We are going for seconds. And at this point in time, we are going... I really wanted to go for a third one, but that was quite a bad decision from my side, because phase 1 got a very, very good shot. Not very happy about my decision, and not very happy how the situation is going here, but to a certain extent phase 1 is paying the price for his stupidity at this point in time, because that was just simply silly. While he could escape and leave full hit points, he made a decision to slap me, right? And this is the price that he is paying for it. Now, we will have a full magazine very, very soon. And the question is, can I punish someone playing in this area? Man, this tank gun. This tank gun is just something else. I can tell you that much. Very, very rough vehicle to love, and very rough vehicle to play with. Nevertheless, We are getting involved. We are trying to cross like this. Hopefully enemies won't react in time to slap us. Ay. Luckily we are still alive. That was annoying, but we are okay. How about this Nomad? Beautiful shot. I am feeling extremely happy with this. Very, very nice. And I think this is the moment whenever we are considering our life choices and we are taking this position, because we should be able to spot enemies pretty well. Meanwhile, T-55 made a mistake. Good. We love mistakes. We enjoy mistakes from the enemy team. How about snipers here? Yep, not a big surprise. Not a big surprise. Enemies are making some silly goose decisions. Good. Cupola shot. Good luck with that. Maybe I should ask more luck more often. What do you think about that? Very, very nice. That was super good. Meanwhile, good luck. Worth a try. Good luck again. Worth a try. And last but not least, we have a beautiful angle for this gentleman that we are missing. You see what I'm talking about whenever I'm saying that it is very, very rough to love this vehicle and it's very rough to play with this tank? The biggest problem of AMBT is the gun handling. If the gun handling of this tank would be tiny touch better, the tank would be absolutely amazing and it would be crazy good. But just because how bad gun handling is of this tank, this is why I personally find it so annoying to play with. So big distance is no go for this tank. You kind of want to lurk closer to the enemies, right? And once again, my mission is to showcase what the tank actually is. And keep this in mind, we are playing with a standard equipment, right? It's an important thing to say. And in the same time, we are playing with a full crew, so 6 kills crew. You can only imagine how the things would look like if you are playing with a standard equipment and you have a 2-skill crew. It would be GG. Anyways, 2,500 damage, 1,500 assisting damage. We are third by the experience. We are fourth by the damage. It was rough. We got 72,000 profits, and from 16 shots fired, we penetrated 8. 8 shots we penetrated. Pretty rough if you would ask me. One more thing what I want to highlight where the armor of this tank goes. This is how the armor is looking like on the paper, but if we are including ricochets, right? If you are hitting this tank here, it ricochets into the turret and you are getting penetrated. You can see that from pretty much from what we see on the paper and reality, it looks a bit different, and I think this is very important thing to highlight as well. Not many people know that you can there are some tanks that you can ricochet even though your reticle is showing that you cannot penetrate, right? For that I would highly recommend to use skill for L2 index. You would get a lot of information this way. A lot of information. Okay, so what is the goal? We want to play in the middle at this point in time, right? Hopefully we will be able to say hello for the Mr. Borat and Char Futur. That would be very much appreciated. Beautiful tracking shot on the Char Futur. Borat is trying to escape, but there is nowhere to escape. Good. He's deleted. Excellent. The next bit for us is going to be to cook this frying pan, right? There is object 416 playing in this area, and we definitely can build a bit better angle to say hello for him, right? Or at least that's what I think. Let's see. Do we have good enough angle? I am going for a blind shot just like so, because I honestly think that he was sitting in that bush, right? And we are slapping him. Hard start, but nevertheless, I have a feeling that this game has quite a potential. Even though with a hard start like this. Maybe I should go and take the middle. This is what I am considering. Middle. Do we want to go and play in the middle? I mean, there are Char Futurs that we could potentially slap. Yeah, okay. I made my decision. I think we are going to go Broom here. This is what I think. Actually, no, I changed my mind. I'm going for this object for 16. I am going for this object for 16. Where is he? Do you think he took instantly this position? I mean, there is a tiny possibility that the guy relocated completely, right? There is a possibility that he relocated. Okay, Tiger 2 sniping from the back. What the actual F is this? Interesting. It is not a bad thing that we found the Tiger sniping from here. He's like a meatball for us to a certain extent. We are okay. And bucket. Okay, we know where the bucket is. That's good. That is very good. Now, hopefully we will get a bit of assisting damage, but I really doubt it's going to be the case. We are proxy spotting this bucket, so our guys from this area, they should be able to slap him. Our Progetto is going super aggressively here, so maybe while he is making a hardcore pressure, we could just simply eliminate the guys in front. Oh, come on, what a disgusting gun. What a disgusting gun of this vehicle. Holy bananas from Banana Land. Once again, I'm not afraid to highlight the games like this, that not everything is ideal and not everything is going to be fine whenever you are playing with AMBT. Truly, just annoying tank. And don't get me wrong, I would not call this vehicle the worst tank in the world of tanks, because I truly do not think that is. But nevertheless, I think that every and each person playing with this vehicle will feel this what the actual F situation whenever the gun is just simply treating you like pile of caco, and whenever you are feeling like, yeah, what a great vehicle this is. Obviously, what a great vehicle this is. You know what I mean? This is the situation that we are talking about. Okay. What I would love to do, I would love to say hello for Centurion. Another miss. What? Ooh. You have two options. Option number one is you are having less accurate gun, but you are a bit quicker. Option number two is you are having tiny touch more accurate gun, but you are significantly you are significantly slower, right? And I think it is very important thing to highlight. And you know, none of the options are actually great choices if we are talking about the tank. None of the options are ideal. Okay. I will try to get one more. Hopefully we could do that. Beautiful tracking shot, excellent. We are getting a lot of tracking damage. Very good. We saved this game to the best of our ability, but it was a rough situation and it was very, very, very hard to play this. Anyways, I felt like today I want to play with the AMBT. I felt like today I want to show a bit of the pain, right? And I think that is a very fair attitude. And I hope that I showcased what this tank is all about. And hopefully in the future, if the tank will be on sale one day or something, you will evaluate it and you will think twice before purchasing this vehicle. And if you get it, you know what to expect. What to expect from the tank. Sorry. So, what do we have? 2,400 damage, 900 assisting damage. That was rough experience. We are fourth by the damage. We are second by experience. We are making 65,000 profits because we were not spamming full gold, and our performance is 2.8 average damage and 1.1 thousand assisting damage. So the score-wise, everything went fine. But experience-wise, I would say it was rough and it was harder. Anyways, love you all. Thank you very much for watching. I very much appreciate you. Also, big fat thanks for our patrons who are making a decision to support this disgusting mother trucker. Thank you very much. I very, very much appreciate you. Thank you very much for that, and enjoy the index ad-free experience as well. Thank you, boys. That being said, have a good one. Enjoy yourself. Skill is out for today. Peace.